Here, the earth speaks in hushed tones. The wind, a timeless sculptor, carves stories into the golden dunes of the desert. It is a vast and silent kingdom, stretching towards a horizon that shimmers with an ancient heat. The air itself seems heavy with memory, each grain of sand a witness to millennia gone by. Sunlight falls like a heavy blanket, bleaching the landscape to shades of pale gold and muted ochre. This is a place of immense scale, where one can feel profoundly small, yet connected to something eternal and unbroken. The silence is not an emptiness, but a presence, a deep and resonant hum that vibrates just below the threshold of hearing. Below the sun-scorched plains, a different world awakens. Hidden valleys, fed by unseen springs, cradle pockets of impossible green. Olive groves cling to terraced hillsides, their silver leaves rustling a gentle song against the dry air. The contrast is startling. One moment, you are in a world of stone and sun. The next, you are surrounded by the cool shade of ancient trees. Water, the lifeblood of this land, trickles over moss-covered rocks, its sound a quiet rebellion against the surrounding dryness. It is in these oases that life gathers, a testament to resilience and the surprising tenacity of nature in the most challenging of places. The hills themselves seem to breathe. They rise and fall in gentle waves, their slopes dotted with hardy shrubs, and wildflowers that bloom with defiant color after the winter rains. In the early morning, a soft mist clings to their peaks, giving them an ethereal, almost mystical quality. As the day progresses, the sun paints them in shifting palettes, from the soft purples of dawn to the fiery oranges of sunset. These are not grand, jagged mountains, but old, wise hills that have watched civilizations rise and fall. Their quiet strength is a constant, a backdrop to the endless drama of life that unfolds upon them. Everywhere, there is a sense of anticipation, a feeling that just around the next bend in the path, or over the crest of the next dune, a secret will be revealed. The landscape holds its breath, inviting you to listen closer, to look deeper. The rustle of a dry leaf could be the scuttling of a creature of the night. The glint of light on a distant rock could be a piece of ancient glass, catching the sun for the first time in centuries. This land does not give up its mysteries easily. It demands patience, it demands reverence, and it rewards the quiet observer with moments of profound and unexpected beauty. If you've enjoyed this journey through Israel's Whispering Lands, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more cinematic explorations and stories from around the world. Join our community and never miss an adventure. The desert does not end abruptly, it yields slowly and gracefully to the sea. The fine, pale sand of the interior gives way to a coastline of breathtaking drama. Here, the deep, impossible blue of the Mediterranean crashes against shores of white sand and ancient stone. The sound is a constant rhythm, a powerful heartbeat that marks the edge of the continent. Waves, driven by winds that have traveled across vast expanses of water, carve out hidden coves and sculpt the soft limestone cliffs. The air is thick with the scent of salt and the cry of gulls that circle endlessly overhead. There is a stark and beautiful geometry to this meeting place. The straight line of the horizon separates the endless blue of the sky from the endless blue of the water. The jagged, chaotic edge of the coastline provides a dramatic contrast. At dusk, the scene transforms into something truly magical. The setting sun bleeds across the sky in shades of crimson and violet, its light catching the crest of each wave and turning the sea to liquid fire. The cities that cling to the coast begin to light up, their warm glow a man-made constellation against the darkening land. The water itself is a world of its own, teeming with life and mystery. Just beneath the surface, schools of silver fish dart and weave, their scales flashing in the filtered sunlight. Further out, in the deeper, cooler depths, larger creatures move with a slow and ancient grace. The seafloor is a tapestry of shifting sands and rocky outcrops, where corals provide shelter for a myriad of smaller organisms. It is a silent, fluid world, governed by tides and currents. A universe parallel to the dry, sun-baked land just a few feet away. The power of the sea is palpable, a reminder of nature's immense and untamable force. Walking along the shore, one finds relics of both nature and humanity. Smooth, sea-worn pebbles lie next to fragments of pottery, their edges softened by the constant tumbling of the surf. The waves deliver these gifts from the past, whispers of trade routes and shipwrecks long forgotten. The wind, coming off the water, carries with it the sounds of distant lands and the chill of the deep. It is a place for contemplation, where the sheer scale of the ocean and the vastness of time can put one's own existence into a humbling and beautiful perspective. In this land, history is not confined to museums. It is written in the very stones underfoot. Ancient ruins stand not as isolated monuments, but as integral parts of the living landscape. A Roman amphitheater might sit on the edge of a modern city, its weathered tiers still echoing with the roar of crowds from 2,000 years ago. A Crusader fortress, its massive walls defiant against the centuries, might watch over a bustling modern port. These stones have absorbed the sun, the rain, and the weight of countless human stories. To touch them is to feel a connection to a deep and complex past. The contrast between the old and the new is a constant mesmerizing dance. A sleek, glass-walled skyscraper can rise within sight of a centuries-old marketplace, its narrow alleyways filled with the scent of spices and freshly baked bread. People move between these two worlds seamlessly, their lives a blend of ancient traditions and cutting-edge technology. A quiet, stone-paved courtyard, shaded by a gnarled fig tree, might open onto a street thrumming with the energy of electric scooters and vibrant nightlife. This juxtaposition is not jarring. It is the very essence of the place, a living testament to continuity and change. Local stories are woven into the fabric of daily life, passed down through generations. A particular well in a small village might be the setting for a tale of star-crossed lovers. A strangely shaped rock on a hillside might be said to be a giant, turned to stone by a powerful sorcerer. These narratives give the landscape a soul, transforming it from a mere collection of geographical features into a place of myth and meaning. Listening to these stories, told by a grandmother in the cool of the evening, is to understand the deep cultural roots that bind the people to their land. Each corner turned seems to reveal another layer of time. One moment, you are walking on a Roman road, its stones still grooved by the passage of chariot wheels. The next, you are standing before a wall built by an Ottoman sultan, its intricate tilework still vibrant after centuries. There is a sense of discovery around every bend, a feeling that you are peeling back the layers of a great unfolding story. The air itself seems to shimmer with the ghosts of the past, their whispers carried on the wind that blows through the silent archways and deserted courtyards. The Great Rift Valley, a massive scar upon the face of the earth, is a corridor for life. It's a place of extreme conditions, but also of incredible adaptation. Here, wildlife moves with a purpose born of survival. The Nubian ibex, a magnificent creature of the cliffs, navigates the sheer rock faces with an impossible grace. Its powerful legs and cloven hooves find purchase on the narrowest of ledges. It moves slowly, deliberately, its gaze watchful and intelligent. To see one poised against the skyline, its curved horns silhouetted against the setting sun, is to witness a masterpiece of evolution. As twilight descends, another world awakens. The desert floor, seemingly lifeless during the heat of the day, begins to stir. A fennec fox, its enormous ears acting as radiators to cool its body, emerges from its burrow. It moves with a silent, almost ghostly tread, its senses attuned to the faintest sound or scent. A scorpion scuttles across the sand, its tail arched in a posture of constant readiness. These creatures of the night have mastered the art of survival in this harsh environment, their lives a delicate dance between predator and prey, played out under a canopy of brilliant stars. High above, the sky is a domain of powerful hunters. A griffin vulture, with its enormous wingspan, soars effortlessly on the thermal updrafts rising from the valley floor. It circles for hours, its keen eyes scanning the landscape below for any sign of a meal. Its movements are patient and efficient, a study in the conservation of energy. The sight of these majestic birds, gliding against the vast blue canvas of the sky, is a reminder of the raw, untamed nature that still thrives in the hidden corners of this ancient land. Their presence adds a sense of wildness and grandeur to the scene. Even the smallest creatures exhibit a mysterious beauty. A rock hyrax, a small mammal that looks like a guinea pig but is surprisingly related to the elephant, suns itself on a warm stone. It lives in large family groups, their chirps and whistles echoing through the canyons. They're curious and social animals, their dark eyes watching every movement with an alert intelligence. The intricate web of life here is full of such surprises, revealing that even in the most desolate of landscapes, nature finds a way to create communities of astonishing complexity and resilience. The true soul of this land is found in its people. Their energy is palpable, a vibrant current that flows through the ancient streets and modern boulevards. It's a society built on contrasts, a tapestry woven from 1,000 different threads of culture, belief, and origin. There is a directness, an intensity in the way people interact, a lack of pretense that is both disarming and refreshing. Laughter rings out loudly in cafes, and debates are passionate and animated. Here, life is lived out loud, with a fervor that is both exhausting and exhilarating. It is in the chance encounters that the character of the people is most clearly revealed. A shopkeeper in an old market, his face a roadmap of wrinkles and smiles, might insist on sharing a small glass of sweet mint tea. A young soldier, on a brief leave, might speak of her dreams for the future with a startling mix of youthful optimism and world-weary pragmatism. These moments, small and fleeting, offer a glimpse into the heart of a nation that is at once incredibly ancient and strikingly young. There is a toughness here, born of history, but also a deep and abiding warmth. The women of this land in particular possess a unique and captivating presence. Their beauty is not of a single type, but of 1,000 variations, reflecting the diverse heritage of the nation. It is in their eyes that one sees the most profound stories. There's a depth, a wisdom, and an unbreakable strength that seems to be a birthright. They move with a confidence and a sense of purpose, whether navigating a crowded market, commanding a boardroom, or simply sharing a quiet moment with their families. Their presence is a powerful force, a steady and resilient core around which much of life revolves. There is a suspense in every interaction, a sense of the unexpected. A simple question can lead to a long conversation, a shared meal, an invitation into a family home. People are curious, engaged, and eager to share their stories. There's a feeling that everyone you meet holds a piece of the larger puzzle, a unique perspective on the complex identity of this place. Building connections here is not just a pleasantry, it is an essential part of the journey, a way to understand the living, breathing heart of a land so often defined only by its past. To journey through this land is to be forever changed. It is a place that defies easy categorization, a landscape of profound and startling contradictions. It is the silence of the desert at noon and the roar of a Tel Aviv nightclub at midnight. It is the taste of fresh dates, picked straight from the palm, and the complex flavors of a fusion restaurant. It is the solemn prayer at a holy site and the boisterous haggling in a marketplace. These contrasts do not clash, they coexist, creating a dynamic and vibrant whole that is unlike anywhere else on earth. The sounds of the journey linger long after one has departed. The whisper of the wind across the Judean hills, carrying the scent of wild thyme and dust. The rhythmic crash of waves against the ancient port of Jaffa, a sound that has greeted sailors for millennia. The call to prayer echoing through the stone alleyways of Jerusalem, mingling with the chime of church bells and the murmur of conversation in a dozen different languages. These sounds create a symphony that is the true soundtrack of the nation, a melody of incredible complexity and haunting beauty. The memories that remain are not just of places, but of moments. The feeling of the cool, ancient stone of the western wall under your palm, the sight of a gazelle, fleeting and graceful, darting across a desert wadi at dawn, the shared laughter with a stranger over a cup of strong, dark coffee, the astonishing beauty in the eyes of a woman who carries the history of her people with both pride and a quiet sorrow. These are the moments that embed themselves in the soul, the small, intimate details that paint a far richer picture than any grand vista. Ultimately, Israel leaves an echo in the heart. It is a land that asks more questions than it answers, a place that challenges your perceptions and forces you to see the world in a new light. Its magic lies not just in its stunning beauty or its deep history, but in its relentless, unyielding pulse of life. It is a story that is still being written, a cinematic journey that has no final scene. To have walked its paths, even for a short while, is to carry a piece of its mystery, its beauty, and its profound and enduring spirit with you forever.